Hello everybody, Nerdy Painter here, and today I thought we could sit down and do a whip and chat. I am currently working on Hocus Pocus Gnomes in Focus for drills and chills. I'm working right in this area right here. I have all of this done. I have one row still left at the bottom, and then I'm finishing this row. So I thought we could sit down together and chat a little bit. I haven't done a whip and chat in a while, so I thought we could sit down and hang out. So I'm gonna sit down. I think you can see. I don't know if I can zoom in too much because where I have my tripod at, it's kind of like an awkward angle on my desk, but I think you guys can see okay. So before we get started, I will show you my things. See, I can't tell if you can see this, but okay. This is my pen. It's from Miss Creations by Danny on Etsy. I bought this a few weeks ago. I'm really enjoying it, so it's working really well for me. And then my putty, I'm using wax from Pure Bliss Wax Co. I just got this. I really do like this. It's working pretty well. I've only had it for like about a week at this point, but I do really like it. And then my tried and true NYX Notions putty. You guys will see an unboxing of this here in a few weeks. I filmed it yesterday. I just need to edit it and all that good stuff. But NYX Notions putty, this is my favorite putty. And then my good old Bayou Bliss tray. So that's kind of what we're using. I pretty much use most of the same tools every time, so it's not going to be anything new or exciting, but I love them. And you know, once I get something I like, I just kind of stick with it. So that is what I am using. And like I said, I'm working on my first Drills and Chills canvas. I'm almost done. It's been going really quick. I have a lot of enhancements in this one. I'm really, really enjoying the enhancements that I chose. I changed a little bit of it, but I'm really, really enjoying the enhancements. So when I'm done, I'll do a post review and kind of give you guys an update, but I've been having fun. So I figured we would sit down, hang out a little bit. How are you guys doing today? What is today? I believe today is Saturday. I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to upload this one. It just depends on, you know, how long it takes me to sit down, and I don't really edit my videos, but you know, you still have to kind of like, not edit them. I don't even know what you call it. I'm not that good at computers, but you know, you have to like put it into a program and then upload it. So I'm not sure when I'll be able to do that, but today is Saturday. And we have had a crazy week. Oh man, let me tell you, how has your guys' week gone? I guarantee you, this video is going to make you feel better because it has to be better than how my week is going. We have had quite the week over here. Like I said, today is Saturday. Our week kind of started with, I believe, so Saturday, Tuesday, I believe. I could be wrong on the date, but Tuesday, my daughter was at school, or not at school. I'm already messing up. She was at work, and her car on the way to work, she has a really old car, like I think it's like a 2000 Honda Accord. It's, you know, it's like a beater car. It's her first car. It's just, you know, it's like one of those like super old cars, but it's in good working condition. My husband is really good at mechanical things, so he works on cars all the time. And so she was at work, and on her way to work, her car was doing something funky. And so she called my husband to have him come and help her. Either, you know, just figure out what was going on with her car, because the check engine light came on and it was like shaking, and she was just worried about driving it. And she works night shift, so she doesn't get off until 10:30. So obviously my husband didn't want her trying to go out at 10:30 to come home and have her car not working. So he went out there to go and help her. And on the way out there, the transmission on his car went out. Like, his car died. He was on the side of the road. We had to call a tow service to tow his car back to our house. And So then my daughter was kind of fending for herself. And so we kind of just stayed up. He, stayed on the phone with her. She was able to bring her car home, thankfully, because I've mentioned before, we live out in the country. So we're about not an hour. I always say an hour. That's a little dramatic, but we are 45 minutes from town. So at least 45 minutes, like on a good day, it's 45 minutes. So it's not really ideal to not have a reliable car because we have to drive far to do anything, grocery, their jobs, anything is about 45 minutes from us. So his car was down, his transmission is out. At this point, now being Saturday, we've already called to see what it would be to repair his car. It's going to be way too much. I think it was like $8,000 that they quoted. And for that price, he can just go buy a new work van. So he's actually right now meeting with someone to buy a work van because that's his only car for work, and he owns his own business. So obviously he needs to have a vehicle or he can't, run his business. So he's trying to purchase a car right now. Her car, when we got it home, it threw like 14 codes or something crazy. So they worked on it for the last couple of days trying to repair it. They have it almost repaired, but we've had to keep running to get parts. And here's the other kicker, okay? So his car's broken, her car is broken. My car, my SUV is already at the shop because the engine went out in it. So it's currently being worked on. So then we were down to my husband's rock crawler, which is like a Jeep that has been lifted, and he uses it for like rock crawling in the Colorado mountains. Well, he was out in his car getting groceries, getting the parts that we needed for her car. And on the way home, the axle, I'm not sure exactly what happened because I'm not a car person and you guys probably aren't either. So you might not even know what I'm talking about. So we're together in that. But the axle fell off, or it didn't fall off, but broke or something like that. So then his Jeep broke. So we have 4 vehicles and all of them are broken at the same time. And it's like, how in the world, what is going on? Talk about the worst luck ever. We have no car right now. So my dad, my mom came and picked my daughter up yesterday to take her to work. And she's staying at my sister's house in the town that's near where we live so that my mom can kind of help her get to work until we can get her car fixed. And then my husband's hopefully buying a van right now as we speak that my dad came and picked him up to take him to because we literally have no working vehicle. We do have an RV, which that is a whole other saga. I don't even know if we have time to get into that. But we do have a semi-working RV, worst comes to worst, that we can just, be traveling around getting groceries and stuff in our big old RV if we have to. But just crazy vehicle stuff going on. The luck to have all of our vehicles break at the same time. It's like, why? Why? What did I do? What did I do to make whoever angry, So it's been kind of crazy. And I'm hoping my husband is going to get one last part that I'm hoping will get her car fixed. So at least, she can get to and from work. She can get to and from school. She's already been saving her money to try and get a new vehicle. And she just doesn't have enough saved yet to be able to get anything that would be better, than what she has now. Well, obviously anything's better than what she has now because it doesn't work, but he's hoping he can get it, working and fixed so that she can get where she needs to go, at least for a little while longer while she continues to save. And then, like I said, my husband is currently looking at a car or a van that I'm hoping is going to work because he obviously, if he can't get to his job, the jobs that he has, then he's not making money. And if he's not making money, then we can't live, So it's just kind of one of those things. I don't really need my vehicle. It'd be nice to have now, but I don't go that many places to where it was an issue. You know, when we sent it in to the shop, we were just kind of like, oh, take your time, you know, whatever. But now it's like, I'm hoping they may have my vehicle ready next week sometime. That would be amazing, because now I'm just like, oh my gosh, like we just have nothing here. And then to even further the saga, which I don't want to be like too dramatic through this whole video, but long story short, our RV last year during June, we decided to sell our RV because we just don't use it that often. And so and the kids were a lot younger, and we just didn't think we were going to use it. And we pay monthly for it. It's valued at probably $70,000, which that is not at all what we paid for it. And this will come in kind of later in the story. You'll see why I'm telling you this. We didn't pay anywhere near that. But that's the value that it has. And so we decided to sell it. And so we had somebody interested in it. They came and looked at it. He was going to let us know in a couple of days if he wanted it, but he was pretty sure he wanted it. So we were like, great. One less thing off our plate. My husband was just about to launch his business. So, the less payments and things like that you have, the better when he's going out on his own, and he's going to be self-employed. So that we get to a couple of days after we spoke to this guy that was going to buy it. And we are also moving into the house we currently live in. And so we were kind of moving our stuff, and it was thundering and lightning really bad. Like we had a bad storm kind of come through, and we were hearing lightning, and it was so close to the house. So we kind of stopped packing our stuff, and we were just kind of waiting for the storm to pass. Well, my daughter goes and takes a load down to our trailer to, because we're loading up our stuff. And she's like, I smell burning outside, like in the garage. And so my husband's like, really? So he goes down there. He's trying to investigate where it is. Well, the start of the vehicle woes. Now remember, this is in June of 2024. So over a year ago, because we're in September. Our RV was struck by lightning. And the burning she smelt was the cord, because we had it plugged into our house, was the cord burning in the wall. So that kind of started the vehicle woes. And again, I'm not sure why we made the vehicle gods so angry, but yes, it was struck by lightning and wouldn't shut on, obviously. And it was just broken, like nothing worked. It was, struck by lightning. So that turned into a year-long saga of us dealing with Progressive Insurance. That's where the value of the $70,000 came in, because we wanted them to total it. Because, obviously once something's struck by lightning, it's just going to be constant electrical issues constantly. There's so many wires in a vehicle like that. Like even if you fix one thing, something else is going to be wrong. And so we really wanted them to total it. And, they wouldn't, because the value was too high. And then like 3 days after this happened, the guy called because he wanted to buy the RV. And it's like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So obviously we couldn't sell it to him because it was broken. And so then the RV spent the next year, over a year, at the dealership while we fought with Progressive constantly to fix items. The RV place honestly has horrible quality control. And the first time they said that we could come pick it up was May of this year. So they had it that long. And they said, hey, it's finally ready. I think they had spent about $30,000 fixing, random thing, everything that whatever was wrong. And so in May, they said, come get it. So we kind of had a running joke of like, how long do we think we're going to have it before something goes on, And I literally dropped my husband off at the dealership so that he could pick up the RV. I didn't even get out of the lot. And my husband's like, calls me and he's like, don't leave because the generator doesn't work. The generator didn't work at all. So they had called to say, hey, everything's great, come get it. And everything was not great. So we left it again. And then we went and picked it up again for the second time in August. Okay. And they said, everything's working great. We're like, great. We're going to plan a camping trip because my kids have not been anywhere all summer. So we planned a camping trip. My husband should have checked over everything, you know what I mean? But we didn't. We brought it home. Well, actually he did. When we were at the dealership, he was checking over stuff, and the manager of the dealership was getting irritated because my husband was asking questions, and they kind of got into it because when we got there, the backup cameras didn't work, the radio didn't work. And so my husband didn't want to take it because, you know, it's not working. Those things were working before this accident. They need to be working now, you know. And they kind of got into it a little bit. And he said, just take it, you know. We don't have those parts anyway. It's nothing that's going to prevent you from using it. Go have fun with it. And then, you know, you can bring it back. So we did that. And then we're going the day of the trip that we're going on. He goes to start plugging stuff in, and the cord that goes to the RV, so that, like, you know, when you're at an RV site, you plug it in so that you have the water and the AC and all that. It does not work. The plug does not work. So we're like, okay, well, we were kind of just going to make it work. We wouldn't have AC, but like not the end of the world. It's going to be hot. The kids will be okay. Well, then we go to, he turns the generator on so that while I'm packing stuff, I have AC. And we try to microwave something and everything shuts off. As soon as you use more than one thing, everything shuts off. And then, so I am mad. You know what I mean? Obviously, I am like fuming. We have this planned. We've already paid for it. We're trying to get ready to go. And it's like, how are we going to use the RV when nothing is working? And also, why did you call and say, yeah, we checked everything, everything's great, when nothing is working? Like, all you had to do is turn these things on. You know what I mean? It's not like we're doing anything special. If you would have checked over the RV like you said you did, then, you know, you would have seen these things. So I call and we're like, we're coming right now. You need to fix this because we're leaving. You know, in the afternoon, we're scheduled to go on this camping trip, and this stuff needs to be fixed. So we can't even leave our driveway because when he goes to start the RV, it's completely dead. So the brand new battery that they put in is also dead. So my husband was able to charge the battery. We were able to get it to the dealership. They start working on it. I kind of let them know how I'm feeling, you know, obviously in a not so nice way because I am just done at this point. You know, it's over a year now that we've been dealing with this. And a lot of it was the insurance, you know what I mean? They were fighting to not pay for this and not pay for that. And that's not the dealership's fault, you know what I mean? That's just dealing with insurance. Anyone who's ever had any sort of issue, you know, knows how insurance is. So I don't blame at all them for it taking as long as it took. But when you call and you say, hey, we checked everything, everything's working, that's a quality control issue at your dealership because you didn't check everything and everything is not working. And it's not like you just called once. You've told us twice that you've checked everything. And my husband hasn't even gotten to leave the lot before he sees that there's things that aren't working. So it was pretty frustrating. This happened mid-August. We were there. They were looking at everything. While we were there, they also found that the water heater didn't work. So they were fixing that because, you know, the water heater didn't work, which means we also wouldn't have had hot water. So they were able to figure out that it was actually the cord for the amp plug that didn't work, not the actual plug. So that was good. But obviously the water heater didn't work, so they had to quickly try to replace that. And then, you know, the backup camera, get this, the backup camera was just not plugged in. So when they were messing with whatever they were messing with, they just didn't plug it back in. And again, it's like, so when you check over everything to make sure the RV is ready to go, you didn't check that, obviously, because you would have seen it was unplugged. So just really frustrating vehicle issues, you know, that seem to just be lingering with us. But we were able to take the RV, and we had a blast. It was a lot of fun. The kids had a great time. There's a place called Jellystone. I'm not exactly sure of the actual name, but it's like Jellystone. I think it's like Jellystone Park or something. And we took them there, so they were able to swim, and they have like a bounce pad and mini golf, and they have like a little water park. So the kids had a lot of fun. So that was great. We had a good time. The only things that still are not working on the RV were they were able to get the water heater. If it's plugged in, it works. But if you're trying to use it like propane, like if we were going to go boondock and not have like a plug, that doesn't work. And then the backup camera still doesn't work. The side cameras they got working, but the backup camera doesn't work. And what else? I can't remember. Oh, so the 32 amp plug works, but the 15 amp does not, which again is just like what we have at our house to plug the RV in. So that doesn't work. So there's still things that need to be fixed on it, but we are hopefully at the end of all this. Hopefully, because, you know, here we're probably at a year and a half. They have the camera ordered, and then when we bring it in, they're going to look at the heater and they're going to look at the amp plug, and hopefully they'll get that fixed, and we can just be done with dealing with RV stuff at least, because now all our other guards are broken. And it's like, have any of you ever had that happen where it's just like one thing after another, after another, after another? We have never had that type of stuff happen, because like I said, my husband, he's not a mechanic. He does AC for a living. He owns his own AC business, but like he's very good at working on cars and stuff. So it's like, we've never had an issue like that where all the cars are broken, because he keeps up with all the maintenance, and like, you know, we've never had any issues like this before. And it's like, talk about just like the worst luck ever, you know, to where literally 3 of our 4 cars broke within 24 hours of each other, like literally within 24 hours. And my poor parents, like, you know, I was calling my dad, telling him about like what was happening, like, oh, Sydney's car, my daughter's car broke down, and then, oh, my husband's car, you know, the transmission went out. And so my dad was like, well, I can go get her, you know, and so we were kind of keeping them in the loop. And then I called him and I said, you'll never believe it, but Ricky, the Jeep is also broken now. And he's just like, oh my gosh, what is going on over there? And it's like, I wish I knew, because this is insane. So that is kind of how our week has gone. Like I said, my husband's hopefully getting a car currently right now. So that is hopefully going well. My daughter's car, he's going to try to fix. He needed like, I think they call it like a breaker bar. He had one and he couldn't find it, because there's one last part that he needs to replace that he can't get to. And all the other codes they have fixed and are cleared. It's just this last one that hopefully once he replaces it, the car will work. And it's like, oh, if you guys are a praying type of people, please pray that we can get this working, because we will hopefully at least have, you know, his work van. So we will have one vehicle, but oh my gosh, it's just been one thing after another this week. But not to be like, I'm sorry, this is total downer, this entire video. I'm sorry. We just, you know, it's just how the week has gone. So, I think that we've all been pretty in good spirits. You know, my husband is obviously very stressed out. But, and my sister, and my daughter's stressed out because she's like, oh, my car. But it's not, you know, in the grand scheme of things, it's really not the end of the world. We're going to get it fixed. We're going to figure it out. If she doesn't get her car fixed, then at least hopefully my husband will get the work van so we can get her to and from school and to and from work. And so it will be okay, right? I mean, there's so many bigger problems in the world, and there are so many bigger things that could be going on. You know, we're all healthy, we're all relatively happy, or we're trying to be relatively happy. So, you know, things could be a lot worse for sure. But it was just a lot going on all at once, and it was very stressful. But it is Saturday. There will be a start of a new week soon. The good news on my front is I've been having a great time doing this diamond painting. I really have gotten into doing enhancements and like want to enhance like every painting I get now. And I'm having a lot of fun with it. You know, I need that color still. It can be a little bit intimidating at first when you start picking enhancements, but I mean, in the reality, you can't mess anything up. So it's like, just have fun with it, right? So I've been having a lot of fun with it. I just ordered some more enhancements for a Dreamer's Design. It's like a little mermaid kit by Hannah Lynn. You guys will see an unboxing for that here soon too. I just ordered the enhancements for my daughter. I ordered, I think, like 15 different types of enhancements. I'm not using all of them. Well, I am using them all, but some of them are just like, you know, one little drill here, one little drill there. It's not, you know, like the whole painting. And so I just ordered those. I also ordered the enhancement kit that DP with Sparklers has for the gnome version of their Christmas gnomes by the same, what's her name? Marjorie Sarnett. She has a Christmas gnome. So I just ordered the enhancement suggestion for that one. They were out of one color, so I just substituted it. So hopefully the color will match good enough. If not, I'll probably just skip that enhancement altogether. But I ordered that, so I have those coming, so I'm excited about that. That's one of my Christmas kits I'm going to do for sure. And I don't, you know, I honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I have any other Christmas winter type kits, because I generally don't really love to do white, and I just don't gravitate towards Christmas paintings. So I don't even know if I have any other Christmas paintings. Are you guys big on like themed paintings like Halloween, Christmas, Easter? Do you have a lot of like themed paintings? Or is that, what are you doing? Let me pause you guys. What are you doing? Sorry guys, that was my 4-year-old. She I thought I had the door locked and she just came bursting in, and then she got shocked. She's like, oh, how did I get in here? Because I normally just lock my door when I'm videoing and they're hanging out in the living room. So anyway, do you guys have do you have a lot of holiday type paintings, or are you someone who doesn't really enjoy those type of paintings? I don't mind like holiday type themed paintings. I just don't I don't have a lot of Halloween because I don't love the dark colors, and I don't have a lot of Christmas because I don't love white. White just always seems really difficult for me. Like in squares, they just always, I can always see the gapping and it really bothers me. But I guess they're going to start coming out with Christmas type paintings soon. And so I'm going to have to keep my eye out, because I would not mind picking up a couple more holiday themed, Christmas themed type paintings as we start getting closer to the holidays, just so I have, something fun to work on. I'm definitely not someone who can work on like a Halloween kit in June, or, well, that's not even true because I literally did a Halloween kit in June, but that was because my daughter wanted me to do it. But I'm not generally I'm not going to pick an Easter kit to do in January. So I tend to kind of stay away from holiday type kits, but I don't dislike them. I just don't have very many. So a reason to go shopping, right? So if you guys saw my August in review video, you saw that I did a lot of shopping in August, and I really have to not do that in September. So I'm going to, well, I already have slowed down quite a bit, and I'm only going to be purchasing until Black Friday. Black Friday, I really am planning to save, trying to save a bunch so that I can just go ham on Black Friday, because I know a lot of like the smaller diamond painting shops had some incredible sales on Black Friday last year, and I was not prepared. So I did buy quite a bit from Diamond Art Club. I think I got 13 paintings between Black Friday and Cyber Monday last year for Diamond Art Club, but I didn't really purchase anywhere else. And this year, I'd really like to do the opposite. I'd like to purchase only, you know, my absolute must-haves from Diamond Art Club. And then I'd really like to take that opportunity when a lot of these small shops are having incredible sales to try them out. There's quite a few shops that I want to try out. And I think, you know, Black Friday is a great time to do that, because throughout the year, the small shops don't have as many sales as like Diamond Art Club. Like Diamond Art Club just got done doing a buy one, get one 50% off sale. And they will have sales throughout the years. Dreamer Designs does amazing sales all the time. Like every week they have a new sale going on. So I'd like to, you know, save my dollars for small shops during Black Friday. And then I can purchase throughout the year from the other companies that, you know, have more sales or able to do sales more often. Or at least that's kind of my initial plan. But yeah, that's how my week has gone. I hope that your week has been better than mine. I hope you guys are doing good. I have loved talking with you guys in the comments. I really appreciate those of you who have liked my videos, subscribed, who have left me a comment. I really appreciate it. It's really hard to, well, I mean, it's hard to do anything new, right? It's hard to get out of your comfort zone and try something new and put yourself out there. And so I do appreciate you guys who are hanging out with me and commenting. It really means a lot, because it's not easy to put yourself out there in a space and not know how you're going to be received. And, you know, it's slow because no one can see your video, you know, no one can see your videos. And so you don't really know, like, is nobody watching because nobody can see it, or am I just shouldn't be doing this type of thing? You know what I mean? Not to be dramatic, but you know, I don't want to waste my time doing videos if it's not something that anybody's going to watch. So I really appreciate those of you that are commenting or watching or subscribing or liking. It just helps me to see, like, okay, keep going, you know, don't give up. Don't get discouraged, like, have fun with it, which obviously that's the whole reason you want to do this, right? Because the reality is like, as many people in the world, as many people on YouTube, you're not going to be a YouTube star, which honestly, if you know me at all, like I am not interested in that at all. I don't even have social media like that is in my name. Like none of my kids are ever put on the internet. I am not on the internet under it, like my name at all. I always have like I have the Nerdy Painter on Facebook, so go join me on Facebook. But you know, like I won't post any personal pictures. Me and my husband are both very private. Like I do have an Instagram, but it's not under my name. And I don't post anything. Like this is the first time I've ever posted on like social media. Like I will I will like comment to people and I will kind of interact that way, but I do not post like anything, you know, about myself, about my family. Like I'm not one of those that, nothing against people like that, but I'm just not, we're very private people. Like my husband has no social media at all. Like he doesn't even have social media to like look at. Like I have social media just to be nosy and like I like to know what's going on in the world, you know what I mean? I don't want to be a part of the drama, but I'll watch it, you know? And so like I have social media and I monitor and I talk with people and things like that. But like my husband does nothing. He has no social media whatsoever. If he wants to look up something on like Facebook Marketplace, he just takes my phone and he'll like look for whatever he's looking for. Because he does not have Facebook, he does not have Instagram, he does not have TikTok, he does not have any of that. He pays attention to like the news, and that's about it. And he is like, you know, he's a typical guy, I guess. So it's like he doesn't know the drama, he doesn't want the drama. I'll try and tell him like, oh, you know, when you're talking to your husband, you're like, oh, what happened? I don't know. Oh, well, you know, what happened with so-and-so? I don't know, I didn't ask. And it's like, dude, I need to know these things, you know? It's like, find the information out. He's like, I'm not asking that. I'm not doing that. It's like, man, I'm trying to live vicariously through you guys. Like, yeah, tell me the tea. But he's like, he is not all about that. So we're pretty private people. So it is a huge leap for me to, you know, put myself out there somewhat. Like, obviously you guys can't see my face, and I won't say 100% because you never know, but most likely, you know, you won't see my face. that's not the kind of YouTube channel I'm gonna have. So if that's something you really want, there are amazing YouTubers that do that, kind of show you. I do think it would help be more personal, you know what I mean? But it's just not something I feel comfortable with. So this is kind of what you get. You get my hands. They're a hot mess. They are doing better though. I had fake nails, and I don't know why I would show you this, but I'm going to show you. You see how, I don't know if you can even see in the phone, but like it's grown out like this much. So I have a little bit more, and then the damage from the nails that I had on will be gone, thankfully, because they're so like brittle and bad right now. And I don't want to, you know, it like makes me want to put nails back on so that they can like look cute again. But I'm being good because I want to just have my natural nails, and I don't want to ruin them more by just giving up at this point, you know, because we're almost there. We're almost to where the damage is gone. But yeah, that's pretty much how my week has gone. It's been crazy. I'm excited to start a new week because it's got to be better than this week was. We did have a lot of good things happen this week though. I did school with my kids. They were great at school. We're kind of like really into our school year now, and they're doing really good. I have 2 6th graders this year. I have a 3rd grader, and I have a kindergartner in school this year. And then I also have my 4-year-old who is kind of doing kindergarten with her brother, kind of. You know, if she wants to sit there while he's doing it, great. If not, you know, I just kind of let her go play and do what she wants. But if she wants to do a worksheet or watch his videos or whatever, then she just kind of sits in with us. So yeah, so I have 2 6th graders. They are not twins. My, how old is he? He's 10. He's actually turning, no, I'm sorry. He is 9. He is turning 10 this September, actually, at the end of the month. He did kind of something similar as my daughter, where he sat in when I was doing kindergarten with my older son, who's in 6th grade. And so by the time he was ready to start kindergarten, he already knew all the information. Like, he was already reading, he already knew. He's really, really good at math. And so I just had him skip kindergarten, and it worked out because I could put him with my older son, and so I could teach the 2 of them at the same time, which obviously makes it easier for me, you know, but he was also very ready for that. So he is, by age, he would really be in 5th grade, but he is in 6th grade. And then I have my actual 6th grader, and like I said, a 3rd grader and the kindergartner. So a busy doing school with them. My daughter is just started back at the local college here, or the university here, the local university. She didn't stay at the dorm because we're within an hour away, so it just didn't make sense to pay that extra money when she could just stay home. Also, she has a lot of animals that she would have had to figure something out with if she was going to be gone, because she has the 2 horses, she has her dog, and then she has 2 cats and some snakes. So she really has too much responsibility at home to really go stay at a dorm, unless she wanted to, you know, rehome some of those. And she's like, absolutely not. So she just stays here, and that way she can still take care of her horses and things like that. And the animals are all doing great, thankfully. Oh, you know what? Look at me. I totally forgot. We did have another... Do you guys need more drama? I got it for you. We did have another incident. Our poor little Bernese mountain dog. She's so sweet. She had been stinking really bad for like 2 days. And I feel horrible now because she kept trying to come lay by me. And I was like, ugh, you need to go. And I was putting her in our laundry room because they're both inside. Like, all of our dogs are inside dogs. Like, they like to hang out outside, but like, they're not outside dogs. They're inside dogs. And so I was like, yeah, you need to go. And I was telling my daughter, like, you need to bathe her like right now, because it'd been raining and she will stand out in the rain. Like, our German Shepherd, if it's raining or cold, she is not going to go outside. She will go outside, go to the bathroom, and get her butt back inside. She does not like it. She does not like the heat. She's a princess. The German Shepherd is a princess. But our Bernese Mountain Dog, she will just stand out in the rain. Like, she'll just lay out there. She loves it. When it snows, she loves the snow. And so I thought she was stinking because she had been out in the rain and she needed a good bath. So my daughter gave her a bath, and as she was giving her a bath, she's like, Mom, there's like these scabs and stuff on her neck. And so I came out there, I looked, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she had like these horrible sores on her neck. And they were like, not to be too ew with you, but they were like pussy, and it was disgusting. It was absolutely disgusting. And so I called our vet immediately, and they were able to get her in that day, like immediately. They were like, hey, just bring her in. And so we brought her in. They shaved like around her neck and like maybe like 10 inches down her back. And what they said they think happened is she had like a hot spot, and it just was getting infected. So it was kind of spreading, and it was like, they think maybe a little bit of a bacterial infection. And she thinks what it was caused by was some sort of trauma, and then water and things like that were just getting stuck because she has really thick fur. And so maybe she got wet and it was just kind of festering under there. So it was disgusting, and I'm really glad that we were able to get her in there. I feel horrible because I wish I would have known that sooner, you know, but she has such thick hair. Like, you just wouldn't have known. Like, I should have known, I guess, from the smell, but I really just thought that the smell was because, you know, she needed a bath. And, you know, we're on a farm, so they will go and roll in the horse poop, and like, you know, they're dogs, they're kind of nasty. So I just thought she needed a bath really bad. But she is a lot better. She's been on the medicine for probably like 5 days now. And she looks so much better. It already is a lot better. And she's, I think, feeling a lot better. She never really acted like anything was bothering her. She was still eating. She was still drinking. She was acting normal. And so I'm just glad that we were able to find it, and it wasn't super serious. While disgusting, it wasn't, you know, they weren't concerned about any like long-term issues, and her hair is actually already growing back. So you can like barely see where the issue was, but it's looking really good. So yeah, that was the other issue, is that we had our poor little baby dog, had a little bit of an issue, but she's doing better. And now we're just going to have to watch her closer, because the vet did say, like, you know, some dogs' skins are just more sensitive and more prone to issues, which is a bummer. She's kind of always been our, you know, needy dog. She's always got, like, we call her our $1 million dog, because she's always got something going on that we've got to fix or repair. When she was a puppy, she cracked her tooth, and so we had to have her teeth pulled, one of her teeth pulled. And then when they found Matt, they found another one, so we had to have that pulled. So it's like, she's just like one of those dogs where it's like, it's always something with her, but she's the sweetest dog ever. Like the vet, when they were working on her, they were like petting her, trying to keep her comfortable, and she was just like, she paws you to get more love. So she was like pawing at them, wanting more love, and they were like, oh my gosh, she's the sweetest thing ever. And she is. She's a sweetheart. She's like a very, very good dog. She would definitely like, I don't think we'll ever have any more animals because like I said, I'm done with animals. And but if I were to ever get another dog, I think we will only ever own Bernese mountain dogs from now on. They're just incredible dogs. If you own one, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you should, because they are awesome dogs. They really are. Like, she's just amazing. She's wonderful with all the animals. She's wonderful with all the kids. She's just the most mellow dog ever. Like, you'll come in the house, even if she doesn't know you, and if she decides to get up, because normally she will not get up, like, if she's resting, and you gotta leave her alone. But if she comes up, she'll just kind of come sit next to you. She'll wait calmly for you to love her. She'll take her pats, and then she'll go lay back down. And like, she's just a very like mellow, chill dog. Like, it's very nice. It's a very stark contrast to our German Shepherd, because our German Shepherd is a psychopath. She is so hyper. We normally have to lock her away when we have guests, because she'll attack you in a good way. Like, she's very sweet. Like, she does not know an enemy, but she thinks she's a lap dog. She'll be all over you. She's like whining and hyperactive, and you know, she's like one of those. So we normally have to lock her away, not because she's mean, but just because she will not stop. And she's 5, so like, she's old enough that you would think she would calm down, but no. And our Bernese is only 2. She'll just, you know, like, our Bernese will just lay there and kind of just be like, I got my pet, I'm good. Not our German Shepherd. Our German Shepherd will be in your lap, you know, all in your space. And it's like, girl, go and chill out somewhere. So it's like, they're like polar opposites. It's so funny. And then my daughter's French Bulldog, oh man, she's a whole nother story, because she is like, she doesn't like anybody. She doesn't like anything. She's very good with like the kids in the house and all of us. But like, she doesn't like anybody else. She doesn't like men. She doesn't like people. And she's just weird. She's one of those type of weird dogs where, like, you know, she just doesn't like things. She loves cats. She doesn't really like other dogs. She doesn't like people. But she's a good dog too. But that's my daughter's little baby. So she mostly hangs out in my daughter's room with my daughter. She doesn't really hang out with everybody else. She likes to just be away from the other dogs, and she does not like them in her space. So she hangs out mostly in my daughter's room, where she is free to not have to deal with Luna, which is our German Shepherd, because she does not like the constant hyperness. She cannot handle that. So, but yeah. So we had dog issues, we had car issues, and I'm hoping we're at the end of the week and it's going to be done, and the new week will be a new week. And hopefully the next time I chat with you guys, I will have less drama to talk about. Hopefully we'll have a boring week. Although I guess then I wouldn't really have anything to tell you, but I'm okay with that. Maybe then we can you guys can tell me stuff. So I guess as we're ending here, I'm almost done with this section. Tell me in the comments, did you guys have a good week? Did you guys have a stressful week? I would love to hear. Since you guys heard my tea, you got to tell me yours. I got to live. Did you guys have a great week? That would be amazing if you guys had a fabulous week. Is there anything that happened in your week that was really special? We did not have that, but that's okay. Next week will be a better week. But yes, down below, let me know how your week went. Is there anything you're looking forward to coming up this next week? I'm hoping that we are going to have some working vehicles, and we'll have another good week in school. Our dog will be doing better, and that's kind of my look for the future. I should be finishing this painting probably, like I said, today's Saturday. I think I'll have it finished by probably midweek, because I generally do probably like two to three sections a day. And this last section is not quite, it might be. It's not quite a full section because it's like at the end. So I think I'll probably finish this one midweek next week. So I will give you guys a post review on this one, and then I'll start my next Drills and Chills canvas, which I think everybody, if you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. You still have a little bit of time. I posted some Drills and Chills canvases that I own, and I asked you guys to help me pick them for my second canvas for Drills and Chills. I knew I was doing this one, but I knew that I would also finish this one quickly because it's rounds and it's a smaller painting. And so I asked you guys to help me pick my second one. So if you have not watched that, and you could, please go watch it and comment what canvas you think I should work on next, because I will be done with this one very soon and I need to pick a second one. So go watch that video if you haven't. If you would, please and thank you, and let me know which one you think I should do. I think right now the one with the ghosts in it is winning, which I love that one. It was super cute. I think that one is winning right now. So go check it out, and please like this video, subscribe if you haven't already so that you can hear all my drama. No, I don't normally, I'm just kidding. I don't normally have nearly as much drama as I had this week. Normally I have a pretty boring week, which hopefully we will get back to that. So, but you can subscribe anyway. I have some cross-stitching videos coming up for you guys and some more hauls that I need to post. I filmed my first cross stitch video yesterday also, so I've got to edit that. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for hanging out with me. Give me your good vibes if you would, please, for the cars. Let me know down below. Are your cars working good? Is this an epidemic? Like, is there something going on? Let me know. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks.